Now I'll show you how to replace the printer nozzle in your MAKEiT 3D printer. It's a pretty simple process. It takes only a few minutes, and the tool that you'll need to do it is included with your printer. The first step is to remove filament from the nozzle that you're going to be replacing. So let's get started. Once the filament's been removed from the nozzle that we're replacing, we can exit out of the filament exchange menu, and we're going to go down to the maintenance menu, and we're going to choose nozzle exchange. So now that the print head is in the nozzle exchange position, we're going to use the socket driver tool that's included with the printer to remove the nozzle. If there is any built-up material on the nozzle, you may have to work the tool around a little bit to get it in place, but then you should just be able to unscrew it. You don't want to touch the bare nozzle with your hands when you take it out. Make sure that you have a pair of pliers or vice grips or some heat-safe gloves that you can wear while removing the nozzle. Once the old nozzle is out, what we're going to do is grab the Teflon tube above the print head and push it down through. If there is any extra material that's been built up inside or it's contaminating, we can just push it out. Also, if you have a clog that's caused by improper installation of the nozzle or tube, this is the best way to clear it out. So if you have extrusion problems, this is probably the first thing you should check. Just remove the nozzle and push the tube down through like this. Now what we're going to do is press down on the black tab on the connector and pull the tube back out. With the tube out, now we can install the new nozzle. Installing the new nozzle isn't quite as simple as just screwing it back in. There is a little bit of technique to make sure that you get a proper seal against the filament guide tube when they're inserted. So what you want to do is start by screwing it in, but don't tighten it down fully when you first screw it in. Screw it in just with your fingers very lightly until it stops, and then back it out by about a quarter turn. A quarter turn is really all you need. When it is still loose and backed out by a quarter turn, your filament tube then gets reinserted and pressed down firmly against the top of the nozzle. Once the filament tube is in place, then you can go ahead and give the nozzle a final tightening with a nice firm turn. And that is now your nozzle installation completed. If you press down on the control dial on the printer, the print head will return to its home position, and you are now ready to print with your new nozzle.